So we're done with another week of training here. Everything's going pretty well so far. I'm really happy with how things are moving along, or continuing to move along. Hit a little bit of a speed bump this week. I guess I slept awkwardly, and kind of, I don't know really how you would say it, but I've kind of picked up a neck injury. It feels like a little bit of sciatica in my neck. I'm having some neck spasms, and my neck is just kind of feeling a bit stiff. Which has made some of the lifting awkward this week. I've still been trying to get through it, but hopefully going to go see a physio next week, get that resolved, and then get back to lifting. So that should maybe only put me out of the gym for about one day, and then we'll be making that up after I see the physio on Tuesday, and then continuing back on with everything as planned. So that's good. Not too much of an issue, but the pain has been somewhat irritating thus far, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting past that and just continuing to proceed how everything has been moving so far. But yeah, another good week. Worked up to 525 for my top pull squat, 353 for my top bench, and 661 for my top deadlift, which was pause as well. So that's all moving really well. So kind of how my training is going to be going in the next few weeks. We're going to be doing our last week of this block next week, pushing that with the pause and everything like that. And then the next week we're going to be transitioning back into competition movements. And so that's going to be a little bit heavier, really trying to push those numbers a little bit. And then the following week after that is going to be a deload with some singles, so around opener numbers. And then we're doing that fun competition on the Saturday of that week at my old university. And so that is going to be good way to test the waters and see how everything is with that. And then right now I'm aiming to compete on June 2nd in the USAPL Golf View competition. So that would work out perfectly. I did put myself on the waiting list for the 12th of May. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully aiming for June 2nd, that's going to give me a good time to peak properly for me and bring a really good total. So we'll see what we can do. Aiming for something a little bit over 1700. I'm not going to exactly reveal what I'm going for in case I don't get it, but I'm confident that I will. I just got to put everything together in the day. I want to be comfortably over 600 on squat. I need to be benching about 375, 380. I don't know how attainable that's going to be, but we've got a lot to figure out with that, but we're going to be pushing towards it. And then deadlifting, something towards 750 would be good. But again, all depends on how the next couple of weeks go. Hopefully my neck just kind of is something that's easy to fix. It's not really severe pain, it's just quite inconvenient, and it feels quite stiff. It makes it a little bit hard to sleep, which isn't great. But all in all, pretty excited, and I'm going back out to Florida in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited to be back out there, enjoying the weather and life a bit more. So that's going to be nice. But yeah, so I mean, I had one of my people compete this weekend, which was really awesome, and he absolutely crushed it. So it's exciting to see that type of thing, and I'm looking forward to being there and supporting my girlfriend in a couple of weeks as she competes for the first time. So it's really awesome. I think that I'm getting a lot out of watching other people compete and helping them reach success. I think it's really awesome, and I think I'm really enjoying how the powerlifting community as a whole is developing, and I'm really excited to see what happens this year with everything. IPF World's coming up pretty soon, and the US Open coming up soon as well. I think we're starting to see a bit more of a shift into where people are chasing the financial benefits of powerlifting, which I don't necessarily see as a bad thing. I just think it's going to make everything a bit more interesting. I think we're going to start to see money coming into the IPF, hopefully a bit more, and we're going to see some transitions in terms of enticing athletes to compete there versus competing in the US Open. But I think you still have this dynamic where you can only do one or the other, you can't do both, and I think that's a bit of a problem because people still want to do IPF Worlds because I think people still see it as being this challenge and being the most accredited world championship. You are the world champion. No one cares about IPL Worlds. I couldn't name one IPL world champion because most of the top lifters on the USPA side don't even bother with that. They would do Daily Fit Expo or something like that because there's financial reward and a lot more incentive because more people are competing. I just don't think that there is the same classification in the IPL So I mean, I think it's interesting and it's good what they're trying to do with it, but they really have to change it a lot if they want to compete with the IPF. So I think from my perspective, I would like to see the IPF go and stop banning people that decide to do the US Open, because I think, for example, John Hack, when he did the US Open a couple years ago now, he ended up being banned from the IPF, and then he wasn't able to do Worlds as well, and I think you limit the competition to some degree there, so they need to be careful about exiling people, especially the top athletes in the game. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how that dynamic shifts. But I'm excited for the progress that's happening, and I think it's really awesome, everything that's going on in the sport. Definitely a lot of growth opportunities, and I'm excited to see where I can go with it. Still got the same goals, trying to compete at the Arnold and trying to grow into the sport a bit more, aiming to get towards the year after I do the Arnold, so we'll see how that goes, and I've got a lot of work to do. But in terms of coaching, I still have a few spots available, so if you're interested, please go visit my website or send me an email. All the details will be up on screen in a second, and they'll also be in the description below, so please let me know. I'll be back next week with another video, and then after that I'll be in Florida, so hopefully some more interesting content to come. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you next week.